Welcome back to Bearcat Update, sponsored by St. Francis Hospital. The Bearcat soccer team played a tough match last week against UCM, just as Coleman Gregg showed you in the highlights, going through regulation and both overtime scoreless.
Their performance, however, would keep the record above 500. Beans Mariners caught up with the team to discuss their early season success.
The Northwest Lady Bearcat soccer squad has gotten off to their best start in program history. A big reason for the success has been their abilities to step up during adversity.
We've had a couple of injuries throughout the whole of preseason and season, and we have players that have stepped up, and particularly, Meredith Cummins, a freshman coming in, and she has stepped in almost every position in the back line while somebody was out injured. Also up front, we struggled a little bit with our two forwards being injured, and we've had the opportunity to put Ashley Blanchard, a local Maryville kid, in, and also Hannah Barnett from St. Joe. So, and particularly, they both did a great job yesterday.
It's not something I wanted to happen, but as a bench player, you got to be ready for anything, and coaches expect you to come off the bench and do your part, and you got to do that for your team and your teammates and your coaches, and just step up, and that's what you got to do. So I just try my best to go out there and try to get focused, do my thing.
The hard work during the preseason has also paid dividends, as the team has found themselves better in shape and more apt to finish games strongly.
The players, and we have a very solid core that returned from last year. So the players that are in the program right now have worked very hard in the off season, and they have just come together and they start to click.
I think the key to our hot start this year has to be beginning in preseason, because we all came in and we're in shape and we've been working really hard. For example, we run a timed mile at the beginning of the season, and we've had more girls than we've ever had come in shape and have ran it under time, which is really great. And we have been progressing throughout the season, so I think our hard work ethic is a major factor in that. Our team just been working really well together. We've been practicing really hard. Our coach really stresses defense this year, and if you work hard defending, then everything else is going to kind of click. So that's been our main focus this year so far.
The Lady Bearcats are well on their way to finishing their goal of staying in the top half of the conference and finishing over 500.
As they continue on doing good within the MIAA, which was our whole goal this year, is to have a winning season in the conference. And obviously our ultimate goal will be to win conference. To keep our composure throughout the whole season and to continue getting good results.
We just want to keep up the good attitudes and working hard, because this is where people start to slack off and things like that. So we want to finish the season strong. We just want to keep being a big defending team. We want to, be one of the top teams in the conference for sure, and just come out with a better record than last year, and hopefully make it to playoffs and everything this year. This year, coach is really stressing you have to love it, love the game, and be really compassionate about it. Especially our theme this year is defending, and so you have to love it and you want to get stuck in. And so I think the fact, when you're on the field, that you just love where you're at and love what you're doing is crucial to why you're doing so well this year.
Keep staying strong and keep playing our hardest. Even it doesn't matter who we play. Always play to our best ability.
Bryce Marinez, Bearcat Update.
Thanks, Beans. Well, the Maryville Spoofhounds face another tough opponent on Friday, traveling to Chillicothe, Missouri. Let's take you to the highlights. Spoofhounds travel to Chillicothe, take on the Hornets, still scoreless in the third quarter, and Gavin Talmadge comes up with a big interception. He's going to run this one back into Spoofhound territory, setting up this next drive for the Hounds. Talmadge getting down on the ground now as he takes a big run for the first down. He's going to set up this Derek DeMont run a few plays later. DeMont hustling through the hole, getting up the middle, scoring the first touchdown of the ball game. Hounds up 7-0. Fourth quarter action now, late in the fourth quarter. Chillicothe needing something back to pass, looking, and that sack was pretty much in the ball game as Maryville Spoofhounds staying undefeated on the season. Well, another good win for the Spoofhounds, and that defense might just carry them to St. Louis for the state championships. But I'm afraid, Alex, that is all the time we have for tonight.
If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email us at knwt@nwmissouri.edu.
Look us up on the web, www.youtube.com/KNWT8.
It's been real.
See you next week.